What's your name?
Daryl Cook.
Where are you from, Daryl?
Wampanoag, Oklahoma.
So tell me, how'd you get into cattle dog trial?
Oh, I was just using dogs. I had a lot of, I gathered a lot of cattle and stuff, and I had some what we call head dogs, cur dogs, and I just got into. I got to know Paul Gilbert a little bit, and that's about the time he started too. And we got to fooling with some border collies, and ended up.
Border collies, is that the kind of dogs you raise?
Yes.
You prefer the border collies over other dogs?
Yeah.
I notice there's different breeds of dogs here at the trial.
Yeah, I prefer them. The line of dogs that I run are they're you know, more of a cow bred border collie. They're bred to be tougher, and you know, we just stand up to more ranch work than what the dogs that originally were bred for sheep.
Did you find this top hand trial to be similar to what you do at home?
Yeah, it's a you know, it's a lot similar. You know, you can anytime, you can't be exactly with anything, but it's pretty close. You know, you get used different cattle and working through more pens and stuff instead of just options.
So do you think a trial such as this is a good determination to show your dog's ability?
Yeah, I think it is. You know, it all comes down to the draw. You know, no matter how good your dog is, you know, if you got the right draw, you're gonna do better. It's like last year, I won it with Lucy dog, and I told him when I won it that it was the best dog didn't win because my host dog didn't even make the finals. And you know, he drove a bad set of cattle the second day, and he was out. But you know, it's the way it goes. It's like rodeo or anything else. You got to draw the good with the bad and do what you can do with them. You draw a good set, you try to win first. You draw a bad set, you try to get that last hole in that pay.
Okay.
Or whatever money you can get.
Yeah. Would you say overall the trial was pretty fair for everybody?
I think it was. It worked out pretty good.
Is this as good as it gets?
Yeah, it's up there. You know, I've been to some trials lots of trials, but I like the pasture trials myself. I've had good success in the arena trials, but I'd rather work outside. That's what my dogs do for a living.
How can I watch a dog work and know that it's a really good dog?
Confidence. Y'all always tell you. A lot of people, if it's their first time there, they won't notice it as much. But I can tell a dog, been around it so long, you know, that if a dog's not comfortable in what he's doing, he's not confident enough to work. That's what you look for in a really special dog. I mean, there's a lot of dogs that get the job done. But when you get that truly special one, he'll have confidence and he'll be able to move stock in any situation.
Whether he bites or not is not really the...
I mean, you've got to have something to back it up with. If they got the confidence, they can get the job done in most cases without biting.
I'm sorry?
But you've got to have that bite if you need it. You can just tell by the way they're posturing. If a dog, you know, of course everybody's been around a border collie knows if he's got his tail over his back, he's scared. And if they got that tail down and working, they're solid, not bouncing around, you know, and they're staying on the stock, you know, like they got confidence to move it. They got it. If they don't, sometimes they don't.
Is that the reason you chose the border collies?
Well, that's the reason I chose a couple of lines of border collies that I have. Of course, you know, everybody knows on Hank breeding, the Hoosh dog is double bred Hank, and a lot of good dogs out of that line. And the line of dogs I've had the longest is, you know, like Lucy and Elmer. They're just nobody's ever heard of them much. They come out from down eastern Oklahoma off a ranch, but they're really bred to work cattle.
Oh, good. Well, let me ask you one last thing. How does a newcomer merge into the dog trial scene?
I think it's fairly easy because I've been around a lot of sports. I've trialed cone hounds all over the United States, and this is the easiest sport to get into because the people are friendly. You're not, you can talk to anybody out here in any of these. I've never been to one that you couldn't go up and talk to him, you know, find out what he likes in one and what he wants one to do and how he handles cattle and you know, they'll talk to you. It's not like a lot of other sports. I think the main thing is just watch the guys that are doing good at it and do what they do.
Well, good. Thank you, Darryl.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, sir. What's your name?
Randy Reed.
Randy Reed. Where are you from?
Overbrook, Oklahoma.
So tell me, how did you get into cattle dog trial?
I just went and watched the dog trial up at Enid one time and seen how good it worked and decided to give me some of them.
What kind of dogs, Randy, do you raise?
Just border collies. I got some kelpies. Got some cattle master crosses.
Cattle master cross. I've heard that word before. What does that mean?
They're a cross between a border collie, kelpie. I don't know exactly what all they got in them. Just a cross to cow dog.
They were bred to
Work cattle.
work cattle.
Yeah, for their aggressiveness, their endurance and all that.
The top hand trial that we're at. How do you rate that as a trial to go to?
It's a pretty good trial. I mean, it's the second year into it this past year, and they had some improvements from last year, and as long as they keep improving, I think they'll do real good. It's a good trial.
So you thought it was as good as it gets as far as a trial goes?
Well, I wouldn't put it as good as it gets, but it's one of the top notch, yeah.
What, in your opinion, makes it what it is?
It's just more of a ranch type work, and just, get to show your dog's ability to fetch cattle.
Okay.
And work a little bit more than just, trial situation. It's a good trial to show the dog's ability, whether they win or not. You're seeing that people know what they're looking for in cow dogs. You'll see some good dogs work. And just because they don't win don't necessarily mean they're not even good. But it pulls out all the dog's ability of, from outside working, pull them into a pen, then in there and getting into your more precise work, let them push you, working them, showing a dog's ability working inside the pens. A lot of people use them to gather cattle. Once they get the cattle into the pens, they put the dog up. But this is a trial where we're seeing a dog come in, bring the cattle into the pens, and then get to use that dog in there, showing what else they can do besides just gathering cattle. It's one of the, that's what I like about this trial. It's get to show that dog's ability, cut and sorting. If you're a one-man operation needing to doctor calves or work calves, that dog he can replace a couple of hands. You don't have to wait till somebody gets off work or comes along. You got them right there with you. That's what I like about that trial.
How can I watch a dog work and know that it's a really good dog?
Well, a dog's got to have the ability to stand up to the cattle, stand his ground, have the eye feel, look at the cattle, just his eyes. I've seen a lot of dogs got a lot of power. They don't have to exhibit power as far as biting to move the cattle. And it's their intensity on wanting to work and watching the cattle. You know, you see some dogs show up at the trial, they're kind of loose-eyed. They won't look around and check out everything else, the birds and all this, but then you see the elite dogs come in there and they're focused on nothing but cattle and please that handler and get the job done. And, you know, for a first-time beginner, you know, it may be hard to pick that out because a lot of people are just in awe about how every dog works. But, you know, get that one that's really good. Just because they got bite don't mean they're good. It's that handle and control of that bite and how they move and present themselves to the cattle on how they can get things done. That's basically what you're looking for in a dog. There's
a certain temperament you look for?
Yeah. And then it's just, it's kind of like, you know, basketball players or football players. You go and watch a game, there's even a few that, you know, they just stand out above the rest on their desire to work. And that's all, they're all about the game, same way these dogs.
Are some dogs more difficult to train than others? And if a person bought a dog, and what can they expect? How can they determine what they're getting?
Well, I'm going to say if a person buys a dog and they don't know exactly what they're getting into for training, they ain't, you know, very sure about that. Get with a professional trainer, have them, you know, look the dog over, do the training, and then spend some time with that trainer and learning how to handle that dog. I mean, you know, there's some dogs that are the better dogs that are really intent on working. Some of them are harder to, it's harder to get into their head where they, you know, they want to please themselves, but you got to want to please you.
I see.
And you want to get a dog like that. You can get a lot of dogs that go out there and they've got a lot of natural ability and want to work, but and they're easy to train, but they're not, as far as moving cattle, they're not, I mean, you can get the job done with it, but it may take a little longer. But these dogs that have really got the desire to work and stamina and the bite to move these cattle and that desire, they're a little bit harder to hone that skill in to where it's usable, you know. And, you know, my suggestion is for people first time is look at a dog, get with a professional handler, somebody knows, you know, how to handle a dog, and spend some time with them, because you can go out there and buy the best dog there is. You don't know how to handle it, he's not going to be any good.
Thank you, Randy, and congratulations on your good finish this year.
Thank you.